Hello friends, this is Zoya Chaudhary and you're watching me on YouTube channel Simplified Education. You can join our Telegram channel and Facebook page with the link given into the description box. We are dealing with the topic Research Aptitude. It is useful for UGC NET and SET exam paper 1 unit 2. In the last video we have studied the types of research. Here in the case of types of research we have classified the research on the basis of 4 criteria. Out of that 3 criteria we have studied and fourth one, that is attribute based. We are left with that topic attribute based. There are 2 types of the research, qualitative research and quantitative research. This is quite broader view of classification and this is quite lengthy topic. So we are going to deal with topic in the separate video. And at the end of this video, we are going to classify remaining all the types of research in these 2 qualitative and quantitative research. So please watch this video till end. For better understanding, we make the comparative study between the qualitative and quantitative research. Here on the basis of total 16 research aspects, we are going to study the comparison between qualitative research and quantitative research. First we will see the definition. From the word itself we came to know that this is about the quality search, means we are going to search the knowledge, and this is about the quantitative measurements, means we are going to quantify something. So this qualitative research, it is carried out into the natural environment, and what is the purpose of this? It is for carrying out the in-depth understanding. So it is a process of naturalistic inquiry that seeks in-depth understanding of the social phenomena within their natural setting. While in the case of quantitative research, it is the empirical investigation, means it is a number analysis. And how we carry out that number analysis? With the help of statistical, mathematical or the computational techniques. So this is more towards the experiments. Next is the common purpose. What is the purpose of the qualitative? It is carrying out for the exploring thoughts, understanding concepts, thoughts or the experiences. So here which topic we are going to select? We are going to select the topic which is not yet clearly understood. Means the untouched topic we are going to select, and we are going to gather the in-depth insight on that particular topic. Means we are going to make the complete analysis of that topic, and at the end of that we are going to make the formulation of theory or we are going to make the hypothesis. And that hypothesis is going to be the starting point for the quantitative research. So it is used to test or confirm the theories, assumptions or the hypothesis. So whatever is the foundation work made by the qualitative research, we are going to test that theories or the hypothesis, and we are going to see whether the experimental results are matching with that hypothesis or not. Means either confirm that hypothesis or disconfirm. And at the end of that, based on that evidences, we are going to make the generalization. So the more focus of quantitative research is on the generalization of the facts. And third research aspect is the focus. That focus of the qualitative research is exploring the ideas and formulating a theory or the hypothesis. Means we are going to make the new search of the particular knowledge of the topic, and on the basis of that exploration we are going to make some theory or the assumption or the hypothesis. While in the case of quantitative research, we are going to test that theories, hypotheses and make the final unique conclusion and make the generalization of that conclusion. Now the fourth research aspect is method of collecting the data. For the qualitative research, we collect the data in the form of interviews, ethnography, discourse analysis, literature review or case study and focus groups or the diary accounts. While in the case of quantitative research, we collect the information via experimental research, content analysis, control observations, rating scale and questionnaire. Questionnaire can be involved into the qualitative research also, but the question type is different for the qualitative and it is different for the quantitative research. Now the process. Qualitative research goes with the inductive process. Inductive process supports the divergent thinking. It proceeds from the unknown to known facts. So here we are going to study the facts which are not known to us, means which are not studied. That facts we are going to study and we are going to search something which will be known to us. And here that we are going to see that interviews are there, focus groupism is there. So we are going to accept the opinions from the different person. So here we support the divergent thinking, and exactly opposite thing is there into the quantitative research. Whatever is the foundation done by the qualitative research, that can be used as the starting point for the quantitative research, and after that it moves with the divergent thinking, means it conclude the topic with the one unique answer and it focus on the generalization. So whatever is the known topic from the inductive, that is from the qualitative, it is selected and we are going to move towards the unknown and we are going to find out, or we are going to test that hypothesis and we are going to make the generalization. Next research aspect, that is sample size. Since we have seen that here interviews are there, focus group, case study is there, opinions are important. So few respondents can also be worked into the qualitative research. But this is not happening into the quantitative research, because into the quantitative research we are going to carry out the experiment and we want to prove something. For proving something, the evidences are required, and that evidences can be brought from the many respondents. Hence, into the quantitative research, many respondents are required. Next research aspect is the data. Here the data is collected in the form of opinion, in the form of perception, in the form of point of view. So definitely it is coming into the wording form. And into the quantitative research, we want to measure something. Readings are important, figures are important. So whichever is the data, it is in the term of measurable quantity. Quantifiable things are highlighted. Here the opinions are not taken. Here the point of view is not taken. Next, environment. We have seen into the definition only that qualitative research is carried out into the natural setting. It is carried out into the natural environment, because it is about the exploring the facts. It is about gathering the knowledge. Here we are going to take the many opinions from the interview and case studies, ethnography. So whenever it is carried out into the natural setting, the innovative ideas will come up into the qualitative research. While in the case of quantitative research, we are going to carry out the experiment. So experiment, one set of variable done, another set of variable we are going to carry out. So for that, manipulative environment has to be get created. So quantitative research is carried out into the manipulative or the artificial environment. Next point is question type. Here in the case of qualitative research, we are going to have the open-ended question. What is the meaning of open-ended question? Open-ended question means multiple answers are accepted in the open-ended question. So here with the help of multiple answer, we can take the creativity or the innovation. While in the case of quantitative research, we are going to have the closed questions, means one unique answer is only expected. Here no multiple answers are accepted. That's why I have told you earlier that questions are there in both the research, but into the qualitative research, open-ended questions, so multiple answers are accepted, and into the quantitative research, closed questions are there. Next is the approach. Qualitative research is work on the holistic approach. What is the meaning of holistic? That researcher tries to cover the maximum aspect of the particular thing. it is said that researcher work on all aspect of the different variable, means it is the complete analysis or the brief understanding of particular topic. While in the case of quantitative research, it is very much particular in the approach, means it is very much specific or the precise. Already the problem area is decided, research designing is decided, experimental pattern is decided. On the basis of that only the quantitative research goes. So it is very much particular, its area is limited, while in the case of qualitative, it is trying to cover the maximum possible approach. Next is the nature, subjective or objective. Qualitative research, it is highly subjective in nature. Why it is highly subjective? Because researcher's point of view is more focused into the qualitative research. More interactive and creative method. Why more interactive? Because interviews are there, case study is there, ethnography is there. So from these we can have the communication with the people, and from that interactive session creative ideas, innovative ideas can be come up. So here the researcher point of view is very much important, and because of that it is quite biased in nature, because this research goes with the perception based. While in the case of quantitative, it is highly objective. Researcher point of view is not more focused. Here the readings are going to speak. This is less interactive because it is more focused on the experiment, it is more focused on the numbers. So unique answer is taken. Here the opinions, point of views are not considered. Since it is not perception based, it is not biased. In the case of qualitative, it was quite biased, we can say. Now the next research aspect is the study design. As we have seen that researcher point of view is involved into the qualitative. So as per the situation, the researcher can adjust, or it is quite flexible into the case of qualitative. Means research design can be adjusted by the researcher point of view. In the case of quantitative, already it is pre-decided. Whatever is the research design problem, it is already pre-decided. So no change can be done during the carrying out of the research. Next, answer. Qualitative research, since it is the complete or the brief understanding, it is holistic in approach, it answers how and why. Means how the particular thing is happening, why the particular thing is happening. It is the complete analysis of particular thing we are doing. That's why it answers the how and why. While in the case of quantitative, it just answer how many. Means statistical data it is going to provide. So what is the situation, which is increasing, which is decreasing, how many are there, how many were there. Only these number answers are involved into the quantitative research. Next research aspect is the analysis. Since we have seen that number of possible aspects are more, means researcher is going to study the maximum aspects of the sample. It is more difficult to analyze. Open-ended questions are also there. Design is quite flexible. So this is more difficult to analyze. While in the case of quantitative, it is not easy. But if we do the comparison, it is comparatively easy. Because the research design is already decided and numbers are going to speak. Opinions are not going to speak. That's why comparatively easy. Next is the key terms: understanding, context, complexity and subjectivity. All these terms we have seen. Understanding is involved, it is highly subjective, so the matter of biasness is also there, and since it is interactive, complexity is also there. While in the case of quantitative, it is testing, measurement, highly objective in nature, and replicability. Why the replicability property is involved into the quantitative? Because we are going to carry out the experiment number of times, because we want to prove something with the help of experiments. That's why repeatedly that experiments are carried out. Hence, this is the characteristic feature of quantitative research. This is not happening into the qualitative research. Next, types of the results. Now, whatever results are there, in the case of qualitative research, it is expressed into the words. Whatever is the perception of the researcher, he is going to express that perception in the terms of words. And in the case of quantitative research, it is expressed in the numbers or the graph, because results are in the form of statistical data. Here it is the conclusion of the experiments. That's why it is expressed in the numbers and the graphs. In this way, these are the 16 research aspects we have studied, and we have done the comparative study between the qualitative and quantitative research. Now, the main point we are going to see, that is the example. Here we have taken the example of the COVID-19. In the earlier also I have given this example. If we want to make the study of COVID-19 on qualitative research, means by the qualitative method we want to make the study, then which aspects we will study? If we see that diagram, we are going to study these many aspects of the COVID-19. So which are the aspects of that COVID-19? From where it is originated? First we will study the origin, what is the nature of it, how it is getting spread or mode of infections, then how it affect our human immune system, then what are the treatments right now we are giving, and what are the control measures. Like this number of different aspects of the COVID-19 we are going to study in the qualitative research. So with the help of these aspects we can make the detailed study or the exploratory study of this COVID-19. And on the contrary, if we are going to go by the quantitative research of the COVID-19, then we will deal with the numbers, means whatever are the information available with us, we are going to bifurcate that information into the different sections. So which are the sections? Number of infected person, worldwide spread, means which country is having how many spread, then number of death, number of recovery patient, number of active patients, then rate of recovery, then death rate, number of hospitals. So with the help of this statistical information, we will study the COVID-19 in the case of quantitative research. So I hope this example is making you clear about the all research aspects, that 16 research aspects we so far studied. Next, now last time we studied these types of research. Now we will try to distinguish remaining types of research in the between qualitative and quantitative. So first it was the basic research. It was carried out for the knowledge sake. So definitely it will come under the qualitative. Now next, applied and action. They are specific problem oriented and experiments were involved into this. So these applied and action, they will come into the quantitative. Now let us come to the second, method based. Experimental and quasi-experimental. Here typical experiments are there, so it is going to work on the numbers. It is going to measure something. So this will come into the quantitative. Now descriptive. There are 5 types of the descriptive research. Descriptive means what? It is all about the description. So description is more towards the qualitative. So document analysis, ethnography and case study, these will come into the qualitative. And correlational and causal comparative, it depends on the nature of that particular research. Either it can be qualitative. If it is only description based, then it will come into the qualitative. And here for the causal comparative or the correlation study, if we are going to carry out the experiment or we are dealing with the numbers, then it will come into the quantitative. Now third method, historical. Since we are going to gather the previous information in the form of descriptive data, it will come into the qualitative. Now design best, that is exploratory and conclusive. In the case of exploratory, we are going to explore the things, we are going to make the hypothesis. At the end of the research, it will come into the qualitative. And conclusive, we were moving towards the unique conclusion. We want to conclude the topic, so it will come into the quantitative. I have tried my level best to explain all these types of research in these two categories. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please make the comment into the comment box. Your comments are valuable for me. Thank you.